A great bartender knows that the show is not about them. It's not your stage. It's actually a place where you are serving the people. And I think as a bartender, it's important to let the guests talk before we ever try to impart any of our wisdom or our thoughts, because it's about them. It's not about me. When you're a bartender, your guests can come from anywhere. And when I worked in Murray Hill, I was right next to a major cancer center in New York City. And what I learned quickly was that there were so many people who would come into my bar. Maybe they had a loved one who was going through chemotherapy. They just got some awful, terrible news. Maybe it was the patient themselves. Listening to what they had to say first was one of the greatest lessons I learned as a bartender. I learned how to actively listen, which I think is a skill set that most people never learn. We are so wrapped up on ourselves. Everything is about what happens on your phone. Everything is about likes, dislikes. It's so rare sometimes now to have someone who actually wants to listen to you. And that form of communication and that form of trust can build this incredible rapport between two people that we're missing these days. Active listening means that you're fully engaged. It means that you're really hearing what the other person has to say. So if somebody wants to become a better listener, there are a few steps you can take. Number one, shut your mouth. Okay, just shut your mouth. Says the woman who's talking a lot, giving you this information. But seriously. Number two, if you want to be an active listener, remember who the conversation is about. Try to find ways to validate what they're saying. So if someone says, oh man, I've had such a bad day, what you can say back is, it sounds like you've had a really hard day. This lets them know that you were hearing what they said and you've internalized it. And now what you've done is you've opened the opportunity for them to then expand upon what they were already saying. So which is the third step, which is really giving them the space to then speak, whether it be nonverbal validations, shaking of the head, which means that you're hearing what they say, or sometimes you say, yes, It's just be there for the individual. Couch what they're saying. Look in the eyes. Look into the eyes. The eyes are the gateway to the soul, right? But we forget that like eyesight and eye connectivity is so important to create trust when having a conversation. Active listening is hard. I don't want anyone to think that being an active listener is easy. And in fact, it is harder to listen than it is to talk. But I'm telling you right now, if you learn how to actively listen, it will drastically change all the interactions that you have around you.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.